is when you drop a husband and wife into some of the most remote places on the planet.
We're about to find out. This time, we'll be stranded in the middle of a desolate Mexican desert. We're about to learn just how fast and easy this terrain can beat you down and take you out.
Fortunately, my husband Mike is a survival expert, and he's ex-Special Forces. He survived in some of the most dangerous places in the world.
Look, my next mission might just be my toughest.
You need to learn how to handle snakes. Get your hand in...
Meet my wife, Ruth.
Is it cooked?
Yeah, it's cooked.
Eat it.
She's an experienced news anchor and an accomplished field journalist.
And now I'm determined to learn everything I can about survival. Got it!
Here's what we're gonna do.
Mike's gonna teach me how to stay alive in the wild. Look at that! It's like a little volcano!
My military skills will go a long way, but there's no field manual for surviving with a spouse.
Oh my goodness. There's nothing there.
The Chihuahuan Desert in northern Mexico is 800 miles long and 250 miles wide. It flows into the Sonoran Desert to the north, making it the largest desert in North America.
This time, we've lost our way on a routine day hike, and now we're stranded in a truly forbidding environment.
Okay, we best get moving. You just gotta move real slow, real careful.
Typically, it can be a few days before a search and rescue operation would come looking for us. So, we've arranged for a rescue chopper to fly in this vicinity and try to extract us after 4 days. Until then, we have to survive on our own with nothing but the clothes on our backs, our knives, no canteen, and no water.
Okay, so realistically, what are we up against here? I mean, thirst comes straight to my mind.
That's a fact. We're up against the heat of the day, the cold of the night. Food is going to be a problem. Shelter is going to be a problem. Ain't a lot to build with out here. Fire is definitely going to be a problem. Keep us warm at night. But the big thing, from the first day to the last day and every step in between is going to be water. We got to start hydrating.
Out here, water is life.
First thing we need to do is assess our situation by getting to a good vantage point, and then let's make a plan.
So climb up that rattled, snaky, crevicey, hideous rock. Okay.
Right. The first thing to do is assess our situation. So we'll get to higher ground so we can get an overview of our surroundings and then make a plan for our movement.
I really want to throw some rocks at it, just because snakes hear vibrations. Can you throw some rocks at it?
Go ahead, we'll throw some
I'm
rocks
scared
at
of the cracks.
it. Go ahead. Shoo, snakes.
He's
Go away.
laughing at me.
Go up
You'll
there.
be really sad if I get bitten.
I will be, but
Yeah, well, don't
worry
mock
about
then.
them. See, there could be rattlesnakes.
He mocked me and he laughed at me, but it's a genuine concern. Mexico has a dozen species of rattlesnakes, and they bite nearly 600 people each year. Since most bites happen when people step on snakes, it's a good idea to wear thick-soled high boots in the desert.
Okay, now up here, take a look around. What do you see?
Just an arid dust bowl. The Chihuahuan is called the Rain Shadow Desert because it sits in the middle of two massive mountain ranges. The moisture from the ocean never gets here. That makes it extremely dry and uninhabitable.
For our purposes, what we have to do is look at the overall terrain. Now we see the flow of the ravines down there. That tells us when it does rain, that's kind of where it goes. So what we want to do is look in those places and see if there's anything green.
Like an oasis.
They're pseudo-oasis.
Green there.
That's right.
See that patch?
That's right. You see the trees there together? Maybe there's some kind of depression that's holding a little bit of moisture so that those things can grow.
And there could be water there, so that's where we're headed.
All right, let's go.
Here in the Chihuahuan Desert, daytime temperatures can reach up to 120 degrees Fahrenheit, with humidity levels as low as 10%. This means dehydration and sun exposure will be a major threat to us. In fact, this arid wasteland has claimed more than 5,000 lives over the last 15 years. That's not confidence instilling.
The key component to survival in the desert is to conserve water. So pace yourself, move slow, save your sweat, and hydrate every chance you get.
So the first thing we want to be doing is looking for some barrel cacti and other plants that we can get water from. So you see there's lots of them around here. Let's find a good one. Okay, right over here is a big one. Let's go take a look. Okay, this right here, nice size barrel cactus.
How do you know that this particular one isn't some vile, hallucinogenic, diarrhea-making, poisonous thing?
Granted, everything out here is thorny and wants to poke you. That's true. But this looks nice and natural and symmetric.
It looks evil with spikes.
Well, I'm going to show you. Ooh, there we go. See, that one looks like it's rotted out. This right here is going to give us no love.
Oh,
Look at that. That's a big sad face. Now, I've already expended some energy. I'm breathing a little bit. I even worked so much I got a little sweat going, and that's wrong. That really sucks. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Yep. This one just feels a lot better.
that can
See how-
so easily in.
That's the difference of what a good one looks like compared to, that dried up dead one we had. But you can see how nice and soft and easy that cuts.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so give that a taste.
It's like a juicy, raw potato.
There you go.
It's really important to suck this and spit it out. You don't eat it, do you? If you haven't got any water to wash it down with.
If the body doesn't have water to digest the food, it starts sucking the water out of the bloodstream, and that makes you dehydrated that much quicker.
I was really tempted to swallow this mouthful because I'm so hungry. Not now.
So you're gonna have to do about 6 cacti a day just to keep the minimal amount of fluids going in you.
Survival ain't rocket science. Out here, if you want to stay alive, you gotta hydrate. So we're gonna have to keep hunting cactus all day long. We also have to get out of the blazing sun, so we gotta keep moving towards that oasis.
Yeah, let's go this way.
Wow, the earth suddenly just gives way here.
Miles of dry riverbeds crisscross the desert floor. They can be a great place to look for water because if it did rain here recently, there might be some moisture down there.
All right, let's go. You might go first, don't you?
You always get to a mocky,
Be
smiley
safe.
way.
No, good luck.
Looks amazing, this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see where water's washed all these trees down here. They're all bent.
Yeah, all the way up that high.
Look, it's taken away all the soil that root would have been in. Is there water in here? Under
Well,
here?
it would look like it. Just below this mud. All right, it's just more mud. And then there's rock start to hit rock down there. So if we'd come here maybe a week, even 2 weeks after the last flash flood, this might have been a place to get some water, but we're too late. There's a dry well.
Even though it hasn't rained since we've been here and it's not likely to rain, this is somewhere that you would never, ever sleep because a flash flood could come like raging down here within minutes. I mean, it could be raining over there and you not see it. And more people around the world drown in the desert than die of thirst. Did you know that statistic?
No, it didn't. That's pretty dang crazy.
Yeah.
Well, so we ain't camping down here.
We need to get out of this death trap. We've been on the move for most of the day, and now the oasis that we set out for is just within reach. I'm hoping it will provide us with some water and be a good location to make camp for the night.
So basically, I mean, what kind of shelter? Am I going to be up above the ground? I don't like the idea of sleeping on the ground where rattlesnakes slither.
I have to get used to it, sweetie.
No, seriously.
Seriously, if I ain't got trees to get us up off the ground, and it's a lot of work to build a shelter up off the ground, we're just gonna sleep on the dirt floor.
I'm going to sleep on top of him.
It's okay. We can manage that. Okay. All day walking. Finally get to this oasis.
Let's see what we got.
All right.
Look, there's big flakes of dried out. That's the antithesis of an oasis. There's nothing.
Ain't much of an oasis. I got an idea. What we're gonna try to do is dig a hole and see if we can find some mud. Okay, this is a risk because I'm expending a lot of energy to dig this hole.
When I can't find a water source, I look under trees or rocks in low-lying areas. If there's some damp soil or mud, I can extract the moisture from it.
Okay. I'm fixing to say, I think you're right. If you dig 12 inches and you see some moisture, I'd be willing to dig another foot. If it's just bone dry like this, best to
Nothing.
just stop. That's a dry well.
The truth is, our situation is looking pretty grim. Our attempts to find water have failed, and all we've had today is a little bit of cactus juice. We're in a desperate need of fluid, so I'm going to have to take some extreme measures in order to get some.
I got another plan. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Nope, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I gotta go to the bathroom. That's fluid. That's good drinking fluid. We can't let that go to waste. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a little bowl out of a barrel cacti, and then I'm going
You want me to drink your pee?
I was gonna share it with you. I thought that's pretty nice.
That's not what I've heard of this survival technique. I was going to drink his own. That's acceptable somehow. I want to drink your pee.
Somehow I find it acceptable that you're sharing it with me. So,
But
yeah.
listen, let's hold on a minute.
If y'all excuse me. Do the do.
That's dark yellow and frothy. God, I'm going to throw it. I can't do it.
Ruth and I are stranded in one of the world's harshest desert environments, where we've gone the whole day with only a small amount of cactus juice and no water. It's forcing me to try something a little bit unconventional.
Urine, the first pass, is completely safe. But after that, it's going to be way too concentrated to drink. So we can't waste this. We've got to drink it.
A healthy person's urine is mostly water and it's sterile. So the first time you go, you can safely drink it and recycle that precious fluid. Just remember, when you're in the sand or on the sea, if you want to live, drink your pee.
I can't guarantee it's not going to make me gag and throw up.
And that is a risk, because if you end up throwing up, not only did you waste the urine, but you just lost more fluid than you were putting in.
Oh, God.
But it'll be all right. That's why we got to drink it fresh, because the problem is, once you let it sit, then it's going to become full of bacteria very, very quickly. Now, if y'all excuse me, do the do. Whew. Whew. Yeah, hold it down there for me. I ain't gonna have no problem with it.
It's your urine. I could drink my own somehow. It's the idea of drinking someone else's pee.
Finished.
God, I'm going to throw it. That's not
It's not
clear.
bad.
That's dark yellow and frothy. That's probably already too dangerous, isn't it?
Nah. That is friggin' delicious. That's really actually pretty darn good.
You're a freak. You're an absolute freak.
No, I'm telling you, it's got no taste now because of the potato from the cactus. I'm thoroughly impressed.
I'm feeling faint. I'm going to be sick. I haven't even done it yet.
Are you kidding?
I don't feel particularly well.
There you go. Try that. I'm telling you, it's not that bad.
Mind over matter. Mind over matter. It's my husband's pee with bits floating in it. Seriously, is it seriously a good thing to do?
Yes, it is the right thing to do, and it's the
You're not
only
just
thing
saying
to do.
it to be sensational to laugh at me. It's actually a proper thing to do.
Well, you know me well enough. If I say it, I mean it.
I can't do it.
It's not that bad. Are you kidding? Don't drop it. Baby, don't. Hold that in now. You need that. Don't. Ugh. That's it.
Oh, I feel strained. I've got your wee. I've got wee all over my chin. Stayed in. Did
Okay.
it?
You want some more?
No. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I can't let this go to waste. Sorry.
It smelled exactly like when I follow him into the bathroom in the morning. Early morning pee.
It's a little too much information there, Missy.
It's a fact.
I'm a little worried that Ruth didn't drink enough urine to properly hydrate. With no drinkable water and only a tiny bit of cactus juice, her body is very low on fluids, and that could lead to trouble.
All right, sweetie, the sun's starting to set, so we're gonna have to make ourselves a hooch. We gotta build some kind of place to sleep tonight. I'm thinking about sleeping right up here on the rim. That way, we're up on solid, dry ground. You focus on gathering up all the soft things you can around us, and that's gonna be our mattress. And then what I'll focus on is putting the roof over our head by gathering up all the strong branches I can and building us a little lean-to.
In the desert, the air is so dry it doesn't hold in the heat, and when the sun drops at night, so does the temperature. It could drop as much as 80 degrees. So tonight, Ruth and I could see temperatures dip down to near freezing.
This you started building it already.
Yes,
But I haven't cleaned underneath. There could be spiders in it.
I've already cleaned it.
That's not clean.
Just start gathering up green stuff.
You know, I don't have an issue with creepy crawlers per se. Just things that can bite and maim and kill you. There's not enough yellow flowers here.
You don't need yellow flowers.
They're the softest. I'm just trying to make a comfy bed.
Okay, baby. All right. You make a comfy bed.
The thing is, Mike just kind of laughed at me, but he has got broken vertebrae in his neck from jumping out of aircraft into war zones. And sometimes at home in our soft bed, he'll wake up with no feeling in these two fingers. And I'm really concerned about that. I mean, that's a hard floor with just a few flowers on it. Just trying to be a good wife. Are you going to set fire to that mass there? Is that where it's going to be?
Actually, there ain't gonna be a fire. Ain't enough time.
Okay. Because we haven't had time to go out and gather firewood.
No, without a lighter, making fire could take hours.
There's nothing. There's no point. Just.
Well, I figured a fire would give us warmth, but this would give us warmth and protection, so I opted for this.
Okay.
So we'll see how it goes. You see that, son? We got about 5 minutes.
Right.
Might as well go ahead and have a little seat, start getting our coats on. I'm already starting to feel chilled right now. I got the goosebumps.
That just feels heavenly. So what's the plan for tomorrow, baby?
There ain't no doubt that this oasis ain't gonna hold us for the duration, so we're gonna have to basically take a gamble and strike out tomorrow and try to find something better. All right, I'm gonna start getting ready for sleepy time.
It just amazes me the huge disparity in temperature from the day to the night. I'm dressed up like an Eskimo now. Come 3 a.m., I'll be freezing. Oh. Back.
Yeah, that's good. How about that?
Yeah, that's okay. Not bad, baby. Baby, are you asleep?
It was until you started talking. How you feeling?
Awful. I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, and I'm freezing. I've never been this cold. So did you get any sleep last night, baby? You wriggled so much.
I think I got about 4 hours of sleep.
Every time you moved your warm body away from mine, I woke up.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, but our shelter was really lacking.
You can stick this on now and go and get me some breakfast. Is that a deal?
I'm gonna try. Can't promise nothing.
I think I'm probably too thirsty to eat, but go get me breakfast.
I'm wearing this helmet with a camera mounted on it so I can hunt alone, without the camera crew coming with me and scaring away the wildlife. Well, that mist.
That was truly the coldest night I've ever had in my entire life. Ever. I've still got no feeling in my little toe because I'm so cold. You can really understand why ancient civilizations built huge temples to sun gods, because the last few hours I was just praying for morning.
By day you're cursing it, and by night you're praying for it. Rabbit holes, rabbit droppings. Sometimes you get birds that have nests in these things. Today that is not happening.
All right, I'm not finding anything, and I'm wasting a lot of energy than I'm gonna need later. So I probably ought to start heading back. Ruthie!
Mike's back. Mike's back. Did you get anything?
No.
There's no breakfast, is there?
No breakfast. I walked up one side of the draw and then back up the other. I didn't see any critters, and I walked down in the draw and I didn't see any water. I gotta go sit down. I'm tired. Even though you're going to have some failures, don't get discouraged. You gotta keep trying. Eventually, you'll succeed. And that is what increases your chances of getting out alive. Get dressed. I'm gonna start packing up our base camp, okay?
Okay.
You got your bundle?
No, not yet. Can I grab my camera back? Look, a mouse!
That guy's just asking us to kill him.
Look at it. Dead.
Yes, he is.
We can't eat that. It's too small to eat.
You cook that little boy. You crunch them all up except the guts.
Since our plan is to move on to another oasis, and we don't have a fire yet, we won't eat this mouse now. We'll save him for later.
What I'm trying to do is
Got him.
best as I can. Yeah, just not touch him. There are a lot of diseases out here, and you want to be as safe as you can. We'll cook his meat later, and it'll be good to go. Got my little kill spotted by Ruth, wrapped up in this little flower bundle, and that's how I'm going to travel with him.
It looks so little. Doesn't seem it's going to do us any good.
I know life's full of stories of people who didn't make it, and just a few hours later they were found. So that 1 hour of mouse energy could be the hour that gets us through. So, matter of fact, you got room in your bag.
Oh, his foot is poking out. Well, the fluids are going to seep out of it. It's going to be a biohazard.
You got no fluids. Look at that.
But I'm carrying a dead mouse in my camera bag.
Okay, you see how there's that other slope?
Yeah.
And it's a little bit more green, about as green as where we are. We're going to start walking that general direction. And the first bit of cacti that we find that we can hydrate, we're going to hydrate, and then we're going to get over there.
Oh, your lips have gone all wrinkled. His lips are so beautiful. He's got the most wonderful, fat, lush lips. There's no fluid in them.
Go. Since our first oasis was a dry well, we need to search for another spot that could provide us with some water and a better shelter. We're in dire straits already, and if we don't get water soon, we just might not make it out of this place.
My head is exploding and I feel nauseous.
This is getting serious.
This is really bad. I might need help.
I think Ruth is on the verge of a heat stroke.
This is only our second day in the desert, and the barren terrain has proven to be a major challenge. Our first oasis was dry as a bone, so now our desperate search for water continues.
Yeah, we need another dose of fluid. See where we gotta go, and then we'll hydrate some more. Okay, look, here we go. Here's some shade, so we can sit here and chop some of these, sit in the shade and eat them up, okay? Ooh, these do look juicy.
This is what I call a desert cucumber, because it looks a lot like a cucumber, but a bit spiky. Once you get past the needles, though, flesh is even juicier than the barrel cactus.
I don't believe there's enough fluid.
Well, you see, these little things are everywhere, but you literally have to stop, chop, suck. Stop, chop, suck.
I really want to say something positive, but this is just miserable living.
And it ain't really living. It ain't. It's existing. Barely existing. Survival. Survival is not fun. If it is fun, you're camping. All right. Saddle up and move out.
Look how pronounced this path is. This is purely from rabbits and other small animals.
That's why they call it a game trail. If you find a game trail, follow it, because it's either going to lead you to the game's home, where you can eat them, or to possible water. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to follow a slow game trail. And hope.
Such a throbbing headache, and my thoughts aren't coming as clearly as normal.
Ruth's headache is definitely a late stage of dehydration. When the amount of fluid leaving your body is more than you're taking in, a headache is a sure sign that something is wrong.
Look, palm tree type things.
Yeah, it's a big, giant spot of green. Let's go explore that little area and see if we can find maybe a little wet spot we can try to dig in. Let's go around this way.
Just look at the floor. There's no indication of anything.
That ground is looking bone dry.
Damn it. We struck out once again. Finding water here is turning out to be much more difficult than I expected. So far, we've only had a minimal amount of fluids from the cactus we found and some urine. Now, our bodies are starting to feel the effects of no water, no food, lack of good sleep, and exposure to the harsh elements.
My head is killing me.
Yeah, I think we're gonna just go down in here and hang out in the shade and try to stay out of this midday sun, because it's putting a zap on us fast.
Oh, the mouse.
I bet it's only 10:30. It feels like noon. Now we gotta rest, and then slowly pick around for all the cacti.
My headache's so bad. Oh, there's something around my head. Suddenly my hand is burning.
On a military operation, we wouldn't deploy to the desert without at least 5 liters of water per man per day. Now, Ruth and I have been out here with nothing, and I'm starting to get concerned about her.
My head is exploding, and I feel nauseous. I feel very weak.
We're gonna hold right here, okay? We're not moving anywhere else today. We're not gonna do anything else today.
massive headache. It's like a migraine type thing. This is really bad. I might need help.
Ruth is on the verge of a heat stroke. Her body's cooling mechanism is shutting down, and if not treated right away, she could suffer brain damage, organ failure, or die. Ruth and I come to remote locations to learn to survive and test ourselves, but this mission has turned ugly, and now we're facing a real-life medical emergency. So my only choice now is to have the crew call in their medic from their base camp about a mile away.
Medical.
Go ahead for medical.
We got a problem down here, Ruth. Seems to be in pretty bad shape. If you could get your stuff and come down here as quick as you can.
Roger that. On my way. Rick? Rick, there's some water.
Oh, I hit.
Here, drink this. You need to get in your system right now. It has electrolytes in it. It has sugar, salt, and potassium in it. It's going to rehydrate you. Try to drink as much as you can.
So little sips, give it a minute, let it settle, little sips, but you gotta keep putting it in.
I'm cold, actually.
Yeah, you're cool.
Yeah.
One of the strangest things about overheating is it tricks your body into feeling like it's cold. And that's definitely a sign of heat stroke.
When you're suffering from heat stroke, your heart pumps blood to your extremities, and you feel cold when you're actually overheated.
I'm cold. I'm getting cold.
The pulse is really rapid and sporadic. Hey, we need to get on the satellite phone. Make sure it's a medevac chopper standby.
Watching Ruth suffer like this is killing me, but my military experience has taught me to remain calm in life and death situations. If I were to show just how worried I really am, it could cause Ruth to panic, making a bad situation worse.
It's cold.
Don't breathe fast.
No, it'll be sick.
As a result of severe dehydration, Ruth is suffering from a heat stroke. I'm so concerned for her safety, I made the decision to bring in the crew medic.
Don't go. Be sick. Don't be sick.
Okay. Try not to breathe in deep. Breathe in deep. Just breathe in deep. Just hold your breath. Don't breathe fast.
No, it'll be sick.
Okay.
Now Ruth's lost all the fluid she took in. We gotta get her rehydrated and reduce her core temperature immediately. I think we ought to get that medevac chopper.
No, I'm alright. Oh,
You sure?
yeah.
You gotta really try to keep drinking.
Yeah.
Mike, her heart rate was 115, 120. Really rapid. Back down to 60, 75 right now.
She's doing much better now. Her core temperature's cooled down, and she's out of immediate danger. But Mike, you gotta keep her warm tonight.
Harry don't like this desert.
It is one of the toughest places to survive.
I was going to say it's got some kind of savage beauty, but it's just savage.
Since Ruth's vital signs have stabilized and Rick the medic has given her the okay, she wants to continue the mission. Now that Rick has returned to the crew base camp, we're all on our own again, back into survival mode.
Baby,
Yeah,
How you doing?
I feel absolutely dreadful. The idea of another cold night. Can't bear it.
So I got a sleeping bag from one of the crew, okay? Your safety.
Oh, I've really failed then.
No, baby, no, baby. Your safety is the most important thing. Your health is the most important thing. We're gonna keep driving on the best that we can, but I can't do that if you go down, all right? Okay.
I can just get warm and sleep. I think I can stick it out.
Now we'll just keep you covered up then, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. As you can see, the sun's just about ready to hit the horizon, so I'm really running out of time, so I gotta work hard and fast to get this fire going for Ruth to keep her warm tonight. So all I'm doing now is just trying to make a bit of a base platform that will allow air to get in there. I went out and found myself a little bird nest. A dead bird nest tend to be one of the best kind of tinder balls you can get. I'm gonna use the most basic method there is for getting a fire. It's called the fire plow. By plowing one stick into another, the friction will generate heat, and that will create an ember.
I smell it.
It's a lot of work.
starting to hit my wall. I got a stream. I'm gonna give this one a nice go. Okay, all right. All right, I think that's it. Okay. There we go. Shh. Flame on, buddy. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There we go. Nice and slow. Oh, this is such a precious moment. Can't tell you the number of times I've got a little excited and put the dang things right out. This is a happy, happy moment, and I spent well over an hour and a half just trying to get this fire to work. I'm gathering up all the firewood I can so I can keep Ruth warm. We're gonna skip shelter and hope that the fire is enough to keep us warm tonight. Even now, Ruth's body will struggle to regulate normal temperature. So my hope is with a fire and a sleeping bag, I can keep her core body temperature stabilized during the night. And I'm proud she's willing to stick it out and soldier on. I brought Ruth out here, so it's my responsibility to make sure I get her back home. It's okay, baby, it's okay. Come over here and check this out.
What have you got?
Looks like it's probably a little baby rattler.
Oh, no.
Oh, there's a little rattle. Okay.
I can hear it. I can hear its rattle. It's our second night in the Chuaran Desert in northern Mexico. With the help of the medic, I'm recovering from a nearly fatal bout of heat stroke. I'm still very weak, but I'm determined to stick this out to the end.
So, here we are. Night 2 after a hideous day. I'm so sick. How do you feel it's gone?
On the whole, it's pretty rough. We had a rough movement, no breakfast, minimal water. You damn near died, frankly. And, we're still here, so that makes it okay.
So, baby, what are you doing right now?
I'm getting ready to have dinner.
Sound little mouse.
The little mouse from this morning.
Thank you for your food, little man.
Ain't much.
What does it taste like?
Ash, mostly. Poor little fella didn't have much on him. Every little bit helps, so...
Well, I'm going to sit back down because I feel so ill.
And I don't feel like eating anything, especially a dead mouse.
Yeah, baby, rest.
Ruth is still feeling pretty rough, but hopefully she'll get some rest and stay warm next to the fire. And we'll have a better day tomorrow.
Okay, here we are, morning of... What day is it? Day 3.
Day 3.
It's all blurring into one. What's the first thing on the agenda today?
My mission for today is to go out and go hunting for some food.
It's very easy to get lost out here. You know, always try to keep your bearings. With a rock in my hand, ready to throw. Just ready to pin it down. Knife ready to finish it off.
And Mike's not back yet, and I'm starting to worry. Because at the end of the day, he might have been bitten by a snake or, you know, more likely succumb to sunstroke.
Go back this way. Camp's over here. Oh, look at that. I walked for miles, and it's right here in my own backyard. Come over here and check this out.
Baby? Where are you?
I'm over here. Hey,
Okay.
sweetie. Got a little teeny bit of chow right over here.
What have you got?
Just a little snake.
Snake?
Basically, he's just kind of sitting in the sun, warming up.
What type of snake is it?
Well, looks like it's probably a little baby rattler.
Oh, no.
Careful, 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 careful.
A baby rattlesnake is just as dangerous as a big rattlesnake because they often over-envenomate because they don't know what they're doing.
All right, he's got his tongue coming out now, so he's detecting me. He's warming up and saying, all right, something's not right.
Wait, should I stay here?
Yeah, stay right there, baby. Let me get this guy pinned down. Now, the whole thing about snakes, control the head, you control the snake. There's a little rattle, okay?
I can hear it. I can hear its rattle.
All right, sorry, my man. You have to be eaten. Oh.
Careful.
Yes.
Do you want a stone? Should I help?
No. Look at him trying to get me there. No. Okay, he's trying to get me.
Ah!
Look at that.
Should I get his head?
No, baby, no.
What are you going? Where's the knife?
No, look. He's upset. I want to finish him off. Sorry, my man. Thank you for your food. All right. That's it. He's done. All right. To be honest, that blood right there... Sorry, but that's a little bit of salt, baby. A little bit dirty.
What about things in it?
Well, I ain't too worried about reptiles and their diseases. It's the mammals.
Salmonella, surely.
Well, if on the skin, if we're licking the skin, there you go. All right.
That is like human blood.
And he's still squirming. So that's a little bit of chow to go with the little rat we had last night. And his lower jaw going.
And that's just like a spontaneous reflex.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, look at that. That's incredible.
Still going.
A dead head can still bite you.
Absolutely. What they have is kind of an autonomic nervous system, so anything touches them anywhere along the body and they respond to it. Now, these things have been known to bite people and think up to a day afterwards. So the safest thing is just to bury the head. All right, Mama, there's chow. You want to bring that home and skin it? Put it on the Barbie? So there you go. No head, no guts, no skin. See him moving?
Like some circus freak show dinner.
It's our third day in the desert of Mexico. Surviving in this dry wasteland has taken a lot out of us, but at least now we got lunch.
The snake's gonna be a real nice little morsel.
All poisonous snakes are safe to eat once you remove the head, because that's where they store the venom. So you cut off the head, and the rest of the meat is good to eat. But like all other critters, you still gotta skin them, and gut them, and cook them before you can eat them.
Oh, now look, see, now I've stimulated it, caused it. That would be pain if it were alive, because I'm separating the skin from the muscle. So it's just like pulling down stocking from the ladies. Now hold it tight, leg.
It's twitching.
Yes, it's pulling. Hold it tight. Now all I'm gonna do is pull, and that will de-skin it, and it pulls the guts out and everything.
If this had happened yesterday, I'd have heaved my guts. I'm still feeling slightly squeamish, which is pathetic.
There you go.
Wow, that's remarkable.
All right, let's see if what's in his stomach. Ah, looky here.
It's a mouse.
There's a little baby mouse in his stomach. Look at that.
Oh. Still, even after it's skinned, it is moving in my hand. Breakfast shouldn't do that.
And basically, we're just gonna sit here for a little spell and cook him up till he's nice and white. Look at that. See him moving?
Like some circus freak show dinner.
So there you go. No head, no guts, no skin. How's it smell, baby?
Oh. When it was raw, it smelled all right. Now it smells off.
Yep. Tastes like snake.
How many snakes have you eaten?
I don't know, probably 100.
100 snakes.
Well, we can take it off the steak now, sweetie, you know. Ooh, you trying the bone?
Not intentionally.
Yeah.
Rattlesnake meat is about 3/4 protein and 1/4 fat. We probably got enough energy from that little fella to get us through the night.
Okay, so here we are, the night of day 3. I'm feeling a lot better than this time last night. So what's tomorrow's plan?
We'll break camp and go try to find our ride out of here.
The helicopter, hooray! I'm already excited about the helicopter.
Been a long day. Real cold.
But if you get cold, you can come and snuggle up with me.
Night night. Sweet dreams.
Love you. Well, this morning I am obviously still dehydrated. I've got a slight headache. I feel nauseous. And I'm just so looking forward to getting out of here. Woohoo!
We're going to make a movement down that valley, try to find a good high point to catch our helicopter. Let's go break camp and find our way out of here.
Yeah, I can move and I can feel bits of stabbing all around my body. Cactus needles.
Yep.
I really want to go home.
I'll be happy, but anything could go wrong. I don't let up until I'm all the way back home.
Our rescue chopper knows that we're within a 20-mile area, but the rescue team won't see us if we're hidden down in these little valleys. So we gotta get to the highest point as quick as we can.
I feel weak.
Well, we've had a rough couple of days, sweetie.
That one.
That one.
Let's head up this hill. It's a good high point where they can spot us. What happened to us out here is a perfect example of how dangerous being lost in the wild can really be. Our mission to survive in this dry, hot desert for 4 days nearly failed. Even though Ruth got taken down from dehydration, I'm really proud of her for sticking it out to the end. She continues to amaze me at just how tough she really is.
was a truly frightening experience. This is a brutal and unforgiving place. I was stunned at how quickly things went from bad to worse, just because we didn't have any drinking water. Unless you're lucky enough to have water with you, your chances of surviving in an environment like this are slim to nil.